And welcome back to Talk of Alabama. Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopaedic Center is teaming up with a pediatric neuropsychologist to launch a multidisciplinary team approach program to better treat student athletes who suffer from sports concussions. We've got Dr. Jody Ortega here and Dr. Joseph Ackerson here with all of the details and really details in this important partnership. Welcome to you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I'm glad you guys are here. Tell us about, I guess, Dr. Ortega, let's start with you. Sports concussions, we hear a lot about it.
Yes, a sport concussion is an injury to the brain that occurs. It can be a blow to the head, face, neck, or even just the body. And it causes the brain to just kind of shake around inside the skull. And it's a functional injury, not a structural injury. So with the CT scan or an MRI of the head, there's no damage that's seen. So this causes symptoms that usually resolve within a week or two, and then the student athlete or person is able to get back to activity and stuff without any problems. Rarely, symptoms can prolong weeks, months, even years. Fortunately, that's rare. So that's what a sports concussion is. Are we more aware as a society and I guess as a medical community, even more so than 5 years ago when it comes to these concussions? Yes, I think so. So since Alabama passed the sports concussion law in 2011, everyone's more aware, plus just the sports media and social media, everyone's more aware. So I think parents and coaches and everyone's able to recognize a concussion or potential concussion, which is good, but we just don't have enough adequate, comprehensive sports concussion management programs, at least in our state, to properly care for these athletes. And Dr. Ackerson, you know, we talk about different protective headgear and helmets and such. Is that help, or is it helping, or?
Well, it may help a little bit. I think what's very important to point out is even though some advances have been made in technology, that there is no helmet or protective equipment that can totally prevent a concussion. There's also no single high-tech test or approach to diagnose a concussion. What's most important is you have to have a team of highly skilled, trained professionals who can recognize the concussions and who understand how to properly manage that. As Dr. Ortega pointed out, most of these concussions are going to be managed by, if there's a certified athletic trainer that's affiliated with that team, working with the team physician. Most of those athletes are going to be able to be returned to play and return all their activities of life fairly quickly. Okay, tell me a little bit about this partnership that you guys are working on and the importance of it. Well, for me, what's really important to me is that we have this continuity of care that goes from the athletic trainer to the team physician to the non-surgical specialist at Andrews Sports Medicine. But then also, if there are those small handful of cases that need more comprehensive care, they may have prolonged symptoms, or there may be things that are complicating their recovery. For example, we know that children that have attention deficit disorder or learning challenges are at a higher risk for more complicated recovery. Or if they've had prior concussions, they may be at a higher risk. So we want to make sure that we're identifying those individuals and then highly individualizing that care. A concussion is as unique as the person that has the concussion. Well, and you stress that there's really no magic bullet, for example, but this partnership is really going to help all of us and our children that are dealing with these concussions. How can people get more information, Dr. Ackerson, on your practice or Andrews Sports Medicine? Well, for part of what I do, in addition to my private practice at Ackerson Associates, we have a website. They could just Google that and find it. There it is on the screen for all of you. But we also have I serve on the Alabama Statewide Head Injury Task Force, and there's a website at alabamatbi.org. And so that is a public website where we have information about the sports concussion law. There's also information available on the Center for Disease Control's website, that's cdc.org, and then you search for Heads Up program. And andrewsportsmedicine.com as well for more information. Go there, learn more about concussions and how to protect your children. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.